Hey, Michael, what's going on? Um, I did go to US. Well, I graduated from USF. I wouldn't say that that's where I got in my education. If that makes any sense. I uh, I started off at Wake Forest, and then I transferred to Connecticut College, and then I left school there, and then I finished up. I did most of my schooling at Connecticut College, though. But my mom went to Columbia, and so did my dad. So they gave me this shirt for Christmas because they're so proud of where they went to school. Which I guess is okay. What is that? Went to Cape Coral today. Yeah, if Cape Coral has some rules, they're not too bad, but you want to find. I mean, most of the older parts of a town aren't going to have an HOA. I don't live in an HOA. My sister does not. The city will have its own rules. Like Cape Coral has some rules, like you can't have an RV, and you can't have a boat or like a car off the like a boat has to be in the back or something like that. I didn't find it to be too bad. I've gotten used to it. Hey Dylan, what's going on? Yeah, Columbia is a good school. I mean, I would have gone there if it wasn't like I didn't want to just be in Manhattan. Like I'd already been in Manhattan quite a bit. My parents were not happy I did not choose to go to Columbia, but back right when I was going to college, like that area right around Columbia wasn't that great of a place, and my dad's like, you're not gonna have much room for. I liked having my space. That's why Wake Forest was nice. I should have never left Wake Forest. I mean, I'm glad I went to Connecticut College, but yeah, Michael, that is not necessarily those high temps aren't necessarily because of latitude. It's because of how close you are to the water and whether it's sunny or cloudy out. Like it was cloudy in Venice for a while. It was only like 70 out, and then the sun came out and it jumped up to like 81, 82. So, but as far as growing plants, Parrish is a whole different zone than Fort Myers. It's not a full zone. I'd say it's like a solid half zone to almost 3/4 of a zone. Hey Dante, Dante, Sparta. Hey James, Dylan, everyone, and drawn to this man. Is that you, Zach? I mean, that sounds like something the name you would come up with, but it's not. If it's someone new, welcome. Well, it depends on where you are, Dante. Where are you located? Oh, you're new. Okay, no problem. Just sometimes there's regular people that come here, and they'll come up with different names and try and fool me. So I'm not. I catch on to it, but if you're legitimately new, I welcome you to the channel. Where are you from? Algeria. Nice. Are you from the Algiers area or other part of the? Oh. It's late there in Algeria. Bonsoir. Yeah, Michael. It depends on what you want to grow. I mean, if you want a zone 10 climate, if you're within 10 miles of the coast, as long as you're south, I mean, it's St. Pete or, like south of Bradenton and south, I mean, interior Tampa can get pretty cold. But between Bradenton and Naples, there's very little difference as far as ultimate low, especially recently. Yes, about 10 years ago there was a difference, but when it gets cold, it just gets cold. If you want a real difference, you're going to have to go to the East Coast. You're going to go to like Fort Lauderdale or Miami. And Florida is riddled with HOAs. The best bet is to go to an older town like Venice or Sarasota versus a newer town like Cape Coral. There's no old part of Cape Coral. It's only 50 years old. Yeah, Venice is a little bit pricier. You could go to Northport. It's a little bit colder, but you get more for your money. But there isn't a whole lot of town. One option, one compromise there is you could go to Inglewood, south of Venice. Not as pricey, decent climate. Yeah, even off of the island, and it's the older parts of Venice get pretty pricey. There's some gated communities where everything's kind of the same price, but if you want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Venice, in a decent part like in South Venice, you're probably gonna pay like in the high 200s for it, like a one that's been updated and everything. You can get a basket case for like 175. Yeah, I mean, there's like, for example, my sister's house, is in Venice Gardens. It's a 3-2. It's a small 3-2, and I would say if she were to put it on the market right now, it'd probably go for like 219. So if you were to get a larger one, maybe it might be more than that, maybe a 229. A larger one would be like, I've seen them in the 279 range. Brand new construction now, you're looking at like in the mid 300s. Ooh. The house that I live in is a 3-2. It's built in 1954, I think. It was built in 54. It's an old house for Florida, especially for Florida. 1,400 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Not updated since the 90s. I don't care about that though. I don't and it's in like a regular neighborhood. I mean, it's probably like your average Venice, like older Venice neighborhood. Not the nicest, but not sketchy. And I think I actually asked the owner about buying it from him, and I think he wanted like 210, 215 for it. But there's no garage. The garage was converted into my bedroom. So that room is updated, but the rest of the house is not. I mean, it's got tile floors and everything. But not a large pile of land. Florida has strict build codes according to like wind and resisting, that sort of thing, wind and water. Not as far as like other things like emissions, like I'd say California probably does, or New York. They are pretty strict though. There's some ridiculous things like you can replace one window at a time without a permit, but if you replace them all at once, like my sister did, you need a permit. I don't understand that. Like, so you can just do it one at a time and get around the permitting process. What a disaster that was too. A queen palm could live in zone in 8B. You said you were in South Carolina, right? I'm sorry, I'm talking to the gentleman from Algeria as well. So there are some 8B zones where I have seen queens. Can they live there? If if there's some light protection, yes. It's marginal. Myrtle Beach. Okay, so the last time I was actually in Myrtle Beach was 2009. I saw Phoenix. I saw Canary Island dates there, a few. Now, if you're right by the beach, I'd say there's a good shot it's going to be okay. If you're not by the beach, then if you're in like Conway or something like that, then it's not gonna live. If you're closer towards like Georgetown, then like you get to Charleston, and there's a much better chance of it surviving. Savannah, they should be okay. Tad bit inland. I mean, you can give it a try. I mean, you can spend what, $30 on a plant and see if it lives. I mean, I would do that. Let's see. Northern Royals. Yeah, Michael. So are you up in Parrish now? Is that where you are? It is amazing what Florida homes can withstand, but they were built to withstand it. I mean, I'll say that the older houses, I think, withstand it better because of their construction. If you look at new homes, the way that they're built, I mean, there's a lot of like new technology in there, but as far as like the house I live in is solid as a rock. Like the floors are, everything's just like built like to last forever. When they started building stuff after 1980, I mean, they built it like, in a healthier way. I mean, a more environmentally friendly way, but this is not going to work out for me here. God damn it. So yeah, Parrish is going to be more of like a definite 9B climate. I know someone that lives in the Parrish Ellington area. He used to live in Arizona, and he does grow Royals. The Royals are going to look a little bit different, but you're going to find like the real zone 10 to kind of be west of 75, south of the Manatee River. But you can go, if you want to see some nice plants, if you go to Terracea Island, if you just took 301 to, I don't know what road, but you just go all the way out to like the water. Out there's some pretty nice, is that a cop up there? There's some pretty nice, what's going on right here? Oh, jump in a car. There are some pretty nice specimens of Royals and coconuts. So, yeah, when I was in Sam's Club, Dylan, to answer your question, there was a lady that was in one of those power carts, and she had no attempt to wear a mask whatsoever. Most people were, I mean, I'd say I saw like 5-6 people without a mask in Sam's Club, but convenience stores, maybe 25%. I don't like going into them. Yeah, Florida homes are known for their stucco. My house is stucco, but it's just that most Florida homes are meant to look sort of have a Spanish Mission look, whether it's the roof or just the building style. You'll find that a lot of the newer homes are really just like one large room and like 3 other rooms and bathrooms. You have this main room, which is like a dining room, maybe in a kitchen, kind of like not really separated. Then you have like the family room, and then like 1 bedroom to one side and 2 to the other. This is the most classic design, the split design. Androgynous man. I'm just gonna call you AM. So AM, that's probably not true. Hilton Head is definitely the best climate you can have in. The only thing that Charleston would have going for it is the fact that it's urban. So that little peninsula and it being an urban heat island would probably keep it about the same as Hilton Head. They're probably both on the 8B, 9A border, Charleston being closer to, in my opinion, the 8B. Although Charleston's probably the place where you can get away with zone 9 palms. The furthest north you're going to go and get away with zone 9 palms. So, yeah, and Queens, they will, try growing a queen in Charleston is probably like growing a coconut in Tampa. Like it'll grow there for a while. You might get some burn. You might die. You probably will eventually die. Sorry, I gotta see what my mom's trying to message me here because I left her alone. Okay. The funny thing is, whenever I go live is when everybody tries to call me. My mom, women in general. State parks that I really like, yeah. I'd say my favorites, there's Green River Springs. I'm sorry, White River. God damn it. I can't, it's northeast of Gainesville. There's Gemini Springs. Is it White Sulphur? No, not White Sulphur. But the one that I've been to the most is Myakka State Park. It's just east of Sarasota off of Clark Road, which is Route 72. You're in Algeria, let me see. Yeah, I bet it is pretty rare. I bet it will grow fine, though, along the water, because they grow well in southern Spain, so I imagine they do equally well in northern Algeria with some water. So it is a little bit... Royals do well in warm Mediterranean climates. Like, they will grow in Los Angeles, where coconut doesn't. And it's because they can handle the cool weather for extended periods of time. You can see the Royals here on the right-hand side. They're on both sides, but the right's the only one you can... Oh, you can see both sides. And these are nice and... Sorry, I have a loss in my mouth. These are nice and healthy. But they, and this is, like, not a warm area of... This is one of the cooler areas of Venice. It's still 72 degrees here. So that's, like, about 21.5 Celsius. Maybe 22. Cold hardy crown shafted palm is probably going to be... Now, are you talking like one that doesn't get a trunk, it's ground dwelling, or with a trunk like, you know, gets large? Because a large one is going to be probably, you know, a picabine or Conophanes cunninghamiana, maybe Dipsicipiens, but those are hard to grow in human climates. So, I would just go with our Conophanes cunninghamiana. Now, if you're not talking about trunking palms, Camedarias are by far the most cold hardy. There's Camedaria microspadix, radicalis can handle teens. Yeah, the crown shaft is the green. Well, it can be multiple colors, but yeah, green is by far the most common. Dante is actually many more cold hardy palms, but you probably don't see them there in Algeria. And Matthew, no, in fact, in the summertime, Orlando's actually is usually 5 degrees, 6 degrees warmer during the day, and not as, it gets a little cooler at night because it's interior, so it heats up more and it cools off faster. So in the summertime, it can be 89, 90 in Miami. This is what happens. This is why, but it can be 95, 96 in Orlando, especially downtown, the urban areas, or at Disney. God, I've been there in the summer. I mean, it is so miserable in the middle of the day in Orlando at Disney. But when it starts getting to like 93, 92, 93 in Miami, there's actually so much humidity, clouds will build up and it will rain and actually cool it down. Sort of like it's like a safety switch. It doesn't go above. I mean, if you see Miami get to 95, like that's actually rare. Yeah, definitely. I have seen the Royals in Corpus Christi. I saw a couple when I stayed there about 10 years ago. Can't believe it's been 10 years now. I would say it's a AM. That's definitely, Sylvesters are they'll handle AB temperatures. They're slightly less cold hardy than a canary, but they will handle it. Yeah, Orlando's a pretty... Yeah, Myrtle Beach doesn't get that hot in the summer because of that. It's quite windy over there. Royals in Kingsville. I know where Kingsville is because I remember driving through there and getting pulled over by Border Patrol. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I don't think I'm gonna go out for. Well, you know what? I don't know what I'm having because my sister's supposed to bring me something home from Disney, or on her way home, Wawa. But I'm not gonna go get it now, for example. Unless I get really hungry, then I might do that. Not gonna lie. Oh, I still have soda. Still have a lot of soda. In fact, I wouldn't even go home except for I bought two things that need to be, like I bought frozen waffle fries and I bought a 2-pack of those mozzarella logs. Falfurrias. Yeah, that's where it is, Falfurrias. It's right there by King Ranch. Yeah, if you want to eat something, Michael, and you don't know where to go, just go to Wawa. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's not going to be like the healthiest stuff, but yeah, Corpus Christi is a drive. And I don't know if they ever fixed up downtown, but when I was there, that place was like, it was pretty miserable looking. Oh, you been going to Culver's? I can't blame you there. I mean, as far if you're in Parrish, trying to see if I can recommend a place to go eat. I dated a girl in Ellington, which is right there next to Parrish, and we didn't really go out to eat in that area. Yeah, there's nothing really around. I mean, you have supermarkets and you have a few like places. This cop is just hanging out in the U-turn lane. I don't know. There's a chance I might go to Taco Bell. I'm not proud of it, but if we drive around, I might end up going there. I mean, if I were to go, I'm just trying to think of what's around there to eat, because most of the places you're going to want to eat are going to be surrounding around the Ellington, the Miramar outlet there, where 301 and 75 meet. What would I get from Taco Bell? Usually I get a cheesy gordita, and then I'll get a couple of the value menu things, like a chicken chipotle wrap burrito, whatever it is. Tony's Chicago beef. There's a lot of there's a couple of Chicago style restaurants there. There's a Chicago beef thing. I've tried that. It's good. I can tell it's definitely not good for you, though. And then there's Joey D's Chicago pizza. But yeah, I just never really spent enough time. I'm sorry, I did date a girl that lived in that. I'm sorry, she didn't live in Parrish. She worked in Parrish as a teacher. Hey Daryl, the temperature tonight is 72 right now with a low around 67. I think it got up to 81 today. It's a nice day. I don't know if the AC kicked on, but I put it on just in case it were to kick in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unload this stuff, and then I will, I'll keep the stream running. What kind of power we got here? 52%. Wow, that's impressive. I'm trying to think of what we can do here. Where I live is like one of the road between these two stoplights is like one of the most miserable roads ever, especially for this car. I have a new phone arm for this car, and the old one in the Avalon is just there. It's like glued. I mean, it's gonna take forever to get off. I can wipe down the glass now. I actually bought glass wipes. I don't know where they are, but they're in this car somewhere. I buy things and I lose them. I'm an idiot like that. I wanted to enable super chat. I was curious about that. I was considering doing, and I know this, I don't know, I considered doing Patreon to make videos for like people who wanted to, like, say, start a nursery or wanted to acquire plants and kind of things. Like if you wanted to make money working with plants, that sort of stuff. Like I'd rather get paid to do, or just wanted to see some stuff that normally I wouldn't post on like public YouTube stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense. Do you guys ever watch First Amendment auditors and people who make fun of the First Amendment auditors? Because I went on like this 100 video binge. There's a guy named Vilified Freedom, and he is really good at trolling them. What we got here? Is this a cop behind me? It's a Suburban. I gotta get over it. I'm just trying to curious. I don't know if I'm gonna. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm not gonna be. Yeah, it's a cop. He's kind of just rolling here with me. Sir, you are soon to be out of your jurisdiction. As of like 100 yards from now. I mean, actually, they have jurisdiction within the city of Venice, but the city of Venice starts like right here. And I'm not going to drive. There's a dirt road, like there's construction here. I'm not driving. I just washed this car. First thing I did when I picked it up was go to the car wash. No, it wasn't the first thing, but one of the first things. Oh shit, I didn't even have the high beam set up going. That's weird. 8 Fahrenheit in DC. Well, a needle can definitely handle that. So do you guys mind waiting a few minutes while I unload, talk to my mom? Make sure she's, not in dire straits. I know, my mom is quite fun, isn't she? I can't get her out and stuff, but I'm not going to bring the phone in the house. But it'll just kind of be hanging out here for a little bit. If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to unload and see what she's up to. And then, yeah, I'll be back. So give me about 5 minutes. If you guys enjoy it, I'm not going to be verklempt, but talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, but the traffic's so bad. I can try and see if I can get my mom to talk, but I can't make any guarantees. So I've got 2 ciabatta. right, guys. Five stuff that I would normally get. I know, I know. All right, guys, I'm almost done. Sorry. Check that out. 20 bucks. Mom, I wanted my membership is over, so. God, it's heavy. do about that right now. Can you wait a little bit? I know, but I can't because this. Okay, I'm sorry. Is it in there? Is it in there? Almost broke the wing off my car there. There's actually more people watching now than there were when I got here. Okay, I'm gonna be here in just. Gotta help my mom with one thing, and then we'll be back on the road. Mom, you sure you're okay? Okay, you get the things you wanted. Okay, is your phone plugged in? It's not. The plug is just sitting. Do you have enough power? Okay. All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay. All right, love you. Bye bye. Oh, okay. Still have that crap on the side. That smearing is actually from my mask, like hitting the. All right. Hopefully that plugs in. And it's not charging. That's not good. There we go. Now it's charging. All right. So what has been? Dante, you get 5 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius there? Just make sure my mom got to where she was going. There's some tasty water. Yeah, New Orleans has some palms in areas like downtown. When you get outside of town, it's a very sparse collection of palms. Hello, exotic earth child. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. Oh. I really want to wipe down that. Let me see if I can wipe down this little area here first. Where did you go? Oh, they're in the other seat. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, I've got to start the little... Trying to make this a better viewing experience for you guys. Definitely not do this the way that they wanted to. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see if I can... Sorry about the shaking. Just hoping this will make it a lot better to look at. I might have made it worse, I don't know. I don't have anything to dry this off with. I don't know if that was part of the deal, but let's see what happens. Then over here too. All right, hopefully that looks a little bit better. Yeah, it smells like ammonia in here. See, I love the rainy season in Florida, so that's probably why I can enjoy it a little bit more than the average person, but alright, that should look a little bit better. Yeah, I take 2 to 3 showers a day in the summertime especially. The key to staying alive in that kind of weather is just to drink a ton of water and stay out of the sun if you're going to be outside. I guess that looks a lot better. I think I might have missed some of the parts up top, but definitely better than what it looked like. All right, so, oh, excuse me. Let's go to the island. It seems that way, and Florida's probably up there, but Washington State, especially the northern parts there, we're gonna go up a little bit further than this. Look at this cop just hanging out in the turn lane. These Venice cops, they have nothing else to do. He just parked in the median. I've been pulled over by the Venice Police Department twice. 0 tickets. They're kind of like, oh, well, we thought that, your driving was a little bit erratic. I'm like, oh, is that right? Your tint's a little bit dark. You could probably look up that average somewhere. Huh. So the charging that is taking place is actually not enough to keep the charge running. Like the battery will eventually die. I don't know what's going on. Like these fast chargers and my phone, like they just don't seem to want to work very well. Where we're going to go, a little bit north of town. Yeah, I like the lightning storms. I sleep better during a thunderstorm than I do during like a sunny day. I don't know, it's because it drowns all their noises out, but we're going to go on to Casey Key. Dylan has taken this trip before. Yeah, Florida's the lightning capital of the U.S. It's not the lightning capital of the world, though. It's close. There's parts of India, like I think it's near Calcutta, that get a little bit more lightning than yearly on average than, especially like the Tampa to Fort Myers area. Oh, there's an ambulance at the fire truck at there's a hotel they built there. They built 3 new hotels in the past 2 years in Venice. It's just getting a little bit out of control. This is a much older area of town. This is Nokomis. Technically not Venice, but it's part of like the Venice area. Mostly older houses. This side of town is nice. The other side of town, not so nice. Florida man is real. I think it's I didn't see Dante, but they likely were. There's some canary there's some foxtails here on the right. See that right there? Dylan's still on. He'll remember this trip. He might. I mean, it's dark, so it's hard to tell. But we're going over the intercoastal right now into the beach. There are 0 houses here for sale under $1 million that I know of. There might be plots of land under $1 million, but there are no houses for sale. So there's this like half-mile area of like vacation rentals, little villas and hotel rooms. A lot of Christmas and coconuts there to the right. Oh, there's a bunch in the seed. More foxtails. Foxtails do all right on the barrier islands, but they will kind of frizzle up a little bit. There's some coconuts, a lot of them actually. It's all trimmed up, except for the coconuts. There's actually, they keep the coconuts on some of those. This is one of the few roads that is like windy and fun to drive on because it has to keep it the shape of the island. I can actually smell the water, the seawater from here, which is cool. The downside, people don't realize, if you have a nice car out here, you want to keep it in a garage because the salt air will ruin your car. There's one house here. I think I've driven by this for you guys before. It's going to be kind of hard because in the dark they kind of look the same, but I think the lighting will kind of give it away. Yeah, and this area's been kept mostly, you know, natural, except for the, obviously oh, here it is right here. Okay. You guys can't really see that very well. I wish this was daytime, but it's actually there's a lot of large Copernicus there. Hope that'll hold. I really don't want I don't have any case on my phone, so if it drops, it's gonna drop butt naked. And I don't know if you guys have seen the new Galaxy phones, but the camera juts out like a 3 or 4 millimeters. It drops right on that camera, shatters it. No more vlogs for a while. Some people just opt for, you know, relatively, lack of a better term, boring stuff, boring, you know, landscaping. But there's a ton. Most people keep their palmettos here. I think you have to keep X number of palmettos around. I really don't want to go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna have food at the house. I was hoping to get more food there, but they did not have my smoked salmon. I'm very upset about that. This is actually fun to drive on. I have an old friend of mine, I don't talk to anymore. His grandparents had a house right out over here. Oh yeah, the cactus. I remember we got a cutting of that. We had to like find something to cut it with. Red spicatas, yeah, they are quite nice. Yes, my friend's place was right here on the left. You could actually, yeah, park right there, and then, oh wow, people have built up a lot of stuff here since then. But right there, I mean, I could go 70 miles an hour here, but the speed limit's I think 25. So I'm gonna go the full length of this island. I'm gonna go up on the north end, which is actually close to Sarasota. Hey, AM, welcome back. If I don't see your comment, I apologize. It's because this road is not straight, and I have to kind of I have lane departure assistance on this car, but it doesn't work on roads like this because there's no center line. But all these houses, I mean, probably the average value of any one of these houses is between like $6 to $8 million. Now, I mean, 20 years ago it was probably 2 to 3. Oh man, it smells terrible. Be lucky you're not here. Oh God. It smells like low tide, but as if low tide sat around for a few days in the sun. Oh my God, that's bad. I mean, it's like close to just raw sewage. It almost smells like red tide. Oh God, like dying dead fish. 15 miles an hour, huh? Well, the only thing that I'm worried about is some people do walk their dogs on this narrow road, and it is a nice night out. The mosquitoes are not bad in Venice. When you get out in the country, they don't really spray for stuff like that, and as a result, you have mosquitoes everywhere. Pine Island is probably the worst. Wow. I don't remember this house, but we're gonna take a look at it. Jesus. I mean, you guys see that's all one house there. It goes all the way. You can't. There's more house back to the left that you can't even see, but there's Copanesia alba right there. You guys see that right there? Where's my finger? Right there. Copanesia alba's there. A bunch of dates. So someone did put some money into this. That is on the Gulf. So that house is probably in the neighborhood of $20 million. No, that's my new house. Yeah, I just won the lottery. There's a lot of that house there. Why do I not remember these houses? It looks like fucking Roman emperors live here. Look at this house. I mean, look at this house. And it's got no front yard, but it's got like a palatial balcony up top. I mean, that's another $20 million house. How would someone go on Zillow and see what 2209 Casey Key Road is worth on Zillow? If anyone wants to do that for me, I'd be curious. That's 2209 is the first house we looked at. I didn't see a number on this one, but that's like the second or third house past it. So if someone could go on there, I'm curious what that house goes for. I can't do it on my phone now because I'm driving and it would kill the stream. So I might lose connection in some of these areas because just the cell phone reception kind of sucks. But I've been getting a lot of 5G recently, which I'm happy about. What happened here? Where's my... Hold on. I'm not drinking this correctly. Oh, because it's a lot of palm. These palmettos were all here naturally. It's just a forest. So they clear cut everything else and just left the palmetto, which is, I mean, it's better than killing the palmettos. In fact, you have to keep X number of palmettos around, and it's actually a large number. And here to the right, you'll start to see that you can. It actually gets very narrow here. There's only houses are only on the Gulf from this side, but there's a dock there. So if anyone, in case 2209 Casey Key Road, be Nokomis, Florida. You can type in Sarasota or Venice, it'll just automatically go to, I think it would be 34275 is the zip code. Wow. You know, a lot of times I drive here, but I'm not looking for stuff. So up here, why is this not going in the hole? Oh, because of the wire. Up here, there's a gated community that you can't go to called North Casey Key Road, and that's where Stephen King has a house there. Oprah Winfrey has a house there. Talking houses that, you know, in the $30 million plus range. I've only been in there once for a consultation. Looks like it's getting foggy up here. What the hell? It's weird. Is the person that's parking right there? No. Oh no, no, bunny! Thank God for good brakes. So we're near where the north side of the island kind of curves off. This goes up, it goes up, there's a little pass. I don't know if there is, yeah, there is a pass, and then there's Siesta Key. So I'm just glad the stream is not breaking up. I'm probably jinxing it right now by saying that, but the cool part about living out here, you know, besides having, you know, great climate, it's actually only 68 degrees out here. Is that it's nice and windy. No one, you know, you can kind of just be by yourself. You know, people will drive by just to look at the houses, but it's never really that busy out here. The funny thing that you'll see is that you'll see $20 million houses, but you won't see cars that are commensurate with $20 million houses. I don't know if they just don't drive their nice cars out here on the beach, or they just save their money and don't spend money on nice cars. Did I lose the stream? I haven't seen it. Oh, this is the end. That's North Casey Key Road right there. So we're going back off the island now. Can someone post something so I know that... Oh, there's 12 people now. Alright. 13. So we are at... This is where Casey Key Fish House is. It's a little restaurant. It's nice. I mean, it's kind of touristy, but it's not bad. It's right here to the right. This is actually this is a single lane bridge. You have to stop and make sure no one else is coming. So if someone's coming, it flashes red on the other end. Is anyone still here with me? Did the comments go away, or did something happen to the stream? I hope not. And this thing actually swivels 90 degrees to let boats through. Some guy just sits in a little AC cabin, watches TV until a boat, you know, calls in and says, "Hey, we need through." Okay. This guy is just going about... It says there's 13 people watching, but I don't see any new comments. Is something wrong with the stream? Wondering what's going on there. So you would think that... let me see. I got a message from someone on Facebook. It's like I can't see it. Okay, so James let me know that I can't see the comments. There we go. Some reason it was on. Okay, hi guys, I can see all these now. I'm gonna pull over here real quick just so I can read them for you guys. What happened was I was in this is some nice place. It's not by the water, but it's close to it. So let's look at what's going on here. Thanks, James, for letting me know that. It had top chats on and it started filtering stuff. So let's get back to. Okay, so Big Brick. Sylvester Canary would survive in Atlanta. Sorry, Big Brick, it would not. I would not recommend that. So Connor, if you're still on there, Pseudophoenix ekmanii, it is probably the closest thing you'll get to like a strictly desert palm. It almost grows like a cactus, and it grows in the very dry, arid parts of the south central or southwestern Dominican Republic, southwest central Dominican Republic, and it grows. You have to take a helicopter there. There's no roads, and it's very slow, but it's a beautiful plant. It's worth growing. You would plant it like you would plant a cactus in like rocks and sand with a little bit of dirt. So, but it's very slow. If you can get some seeds, grow them up. If you can find small plants, they're going to be about $100. Why am I in this sweet neighborhood? Because that's what you guys wanted to see. A giant Dayun live in Myrtle Beach. Dayun spinulosum will not live in Myrtle Beach, but Dayun edgeley has a chance. So these here. Can you give me? Okay, so a lot of these were just say something. Okay, so I think I've caught up now to the. There we go. So sorry about that. I don't know why I just switched to just top chats. It was weird. Hopefully I just continue to give me all the chats. Okay, so all messages are visible now. Yeah, no, and James is growing a lot of palms there. These are nice houses. They're just, after seeing that stuff in the water, it'd just be kind of boring to watch these. I hate to say that, but it's true. I'm gonna try and do something nice for the 5,000 subscriber point. We're almost, I think it's like 4,740. It's not moving very much because it's middle of winter in most parts of the world. So the populated world, obviously half the world is in the winter, but you look at, All right, well, it's time to put this thing in sport mode. So I'm kind of almost in Sarasota here now that I've come off the north end of the island. Those guys are U-turning. So this is all new construction right there on the left. This Publix is brand new. This used to be just nothing land. I need to get the carbon out of the valves, you know what I mean? So I had this car for 1 year, January 31st. How many miles do you guys think are on it now? Driving it 1 year. Remember, I have a second car that I do drive. I won't tell you how much I drive that car versus this car. And I'll make a prize for someone who can guess how many miles I've driven both this car and that car separately. Well, thanks for the brights. If I had a radar detector, I'd be driving differently. But so you saw how long it took to drive up the island. You'll see how long it takes to drive back. Is it not letting me? Do I know where to find Connor? Oh, talk about Pseudophoenix ekmanii. Connor, send me an email at faulknerspalmsllc@gmail. and I can kind of let you know. I might know someone that has them. I'm not gonna. I don't want to put their name up publicly for reasons. So I'm gonna actually go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna message my sister on Facebook so I can stay on the live stream. Is there more messages I'm missing here? It's weird. It's like almost like you would think there's 14 people on here that you'd be able to see more. I'm curious if it's just like the messages are frozen again. Let me see if I can. Okay, now I put it on member and super chat messages. What is that? Some messages, top messages. Here we go. Now, now I'm seeing them again. It's weird. It's like the messages stop. I'm gonna have to pull over to. Do I live in? Oh, they asked if I lived in Canada. It's like I don't know if that was the right. I'm gonna let you guys answer that stuff, and then it's weird. It's like the messages like all come at once, and then they don't show it to me until I like reset it, which is really annoying. Remember that there was COVID. I didn't drive a whole lot during COVID. In fact, I mean, I don't want to give away too much because we've already commented, but let me, is this still, okay, there we go. Now I have it. You guys, I'm gonna pull over so I can read all these again because I think I don't know how I messed it up, but it should be. I'm gonna go to the Wawa here. So right here is where I pulled onto the island. So it took me what, 15, 20 minutes, but about 5 minutes to get back to where I was. Suddenly smells very earthy. Interesting. Huh. A guy holding a third wheel to his bicycle while he's riding the other two. What's people watch? So, as you guys can see, there's like no one wearing a mask in there. So, I don't like going into Wawa. I'm going to turn the car off actually. And I'm going to read these. Okay, let me go back to. Okay. Queen palms do okay in Phoenix as long as you water them. Try to find. Okay, so I know that canaries can handle mid-teens with a little bit of damage. Looks like these are a bunch of high schoolers. Do you know where to find them in clear water? Yeah, so I messaged it. No palm trees. What do spider mites do to queen palms? Basically, they kind of suck the life out of them, dry them up, and create some pretty nasty spots. 200,000. That is way too many. 12,000. Okay, so 15,000, 9,000. The Sweet Baby Avalon. I'm gonna guess this is for the Camry. The Sweet Baby Avalon. That is that's something that reminds me of something a friend of mine in New York would say. So looks like Simon was by far the closest. I only have 8,600 miles on the Camry. And that was with like doing a lot of driving the past few months. I had 5,700 miles, probably 2 months ago. So Syroxylon candiense will not grow in anywhere east of the Mississippi because it's just too humid. They will grow in cooler Mediterranean areas like San Francisco, parts of like the LA area, but not in all areas. Um, you want to buy there in Cape Coral. So 25-foot royals. The taller the royal, you actually can get a better price on because people actually don't want, they're not as desirable after about 15 feet of gray wood. So if you want a 25-foot overall, then you're gonna probably get a 15-foot gray wood one. Probably looking at like a wholesale price of maybe like $500 to $700 each. And now it's like it's just disappeared again. Okay, so I keep on resetting it. Yeah, there is no law about wearing masks, except for there's just what they recommend. The sign says the CDC require. CDC recommends. It says masks are required. This is a private business; they can do whatever they want, but they don't. They don't do anything about that. It's weird. I have to keep on resetting to see these comments. That's good, Kyle. Hello. We're in Georgia. Sounds like you might be more in the northern part, middle of the north part of Georgia, like north of Macon or the Atlanta area. What's going on here? The guy has an old Toyota Supra. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna get going here. 40 minutes from Athens, okay. Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to fix this this problem that we have here with the chat, where it's not letting me see it in real time. So I'm gonna have to like let you guys comment, and then I'm gonna have to reload it, and I'll read them after that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive for about 5-10 minutes, kind of talk for a bit. You guys can see each other talking. You just won't be able to. I won't be able to see you guys talking. If I could make money off YouTube by just like shaving people for not wearing masks, like I would do that all day long. Yesterday I was walking into Winn-Dixie, and these two women, and probably around 50 years old, not in good shape, some cottage cheese situation going on. We're about to walk in, and one said to the other, "Oh, it says masks are required." She's like, "Oh no, you don't have to worry about that." And I said, "Well, it's kind of like shoes are required. They can refuse you service." I know they weren't, but it's like the same kind of like, show some respect. And she's like, "Well, this is still America." And I was like, "Yeah, you are still free to be an idiot." I mean, I did say that to her. I think she kind of like mulled that over a little bit, and she didn't say anything, but. Unlike most people, I am actually confrontational to people who don't wear masks and get near me. I'm not gonna. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll reset the chat here now so I can see what you guys are saying. So most palmettos, Matthew, outside of North Florida and coastal parts of the Southeast are going to be planted. Just yeah, I don't blame you, James. I'm trying to get the. Yeah, I know, or wear a seatbelt. In fact, I think wearing a seatbelt, should be. This might be an unpopular opinion, but sometimes I feel like wearing seatbelt, it's a smart thing to do, and I'm going to wear it on any major road. But when I'm driving around my neighborhood, I don't think I should have to wear a seatbelt because what's going to happen? It's my personal choice. I'm only going to hurt myself, but by not wearing a mask, you could hurt someone else. Everybody abides by seatbelt laws. I don't see people sitting there, saying that the government's trying to restrain them physically with seatbelts. I'd rather walk around and no one know who I am by covering my face. I have no problem with it. I don't get it. I still don't get it why that guy behind me is bribing me. This is some sort of. This is what I do. Pull your mirror in. So I'm gonna go pull into the Taco Bell here. So I probably can't see your messages right now, but I will in about a minute. So this car has not had an oil change. Toyota actually will not change the oil in it until 10,000 miles. So I will check out the messages. I'm kind of hungry. I have this feeling my sister's not going to be home for a while. This is kind of embarrassing going to, I used to go to like relatively healthy places. I could go to Culver's, but both of them are kind of a drive. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to read your messages. Okay. Stop signs are not blue. They are just there's the 8661 mileage there, so you guys can believe me. Yeah, James, I'm the same way about helmets. Like if I'm just kind of right, you can still hurt yourself on a motorcycle. In 5-10 miles an hour, but stoplights aren't blue. They have these sensors on them that will check and see if someone ran a light. They're not red light cameras, but they just so Matthew, I do have a custom license plate. I'll show it to you. Oh. So that is the custom plate right there. You want to find me? That's how you look me up there. I've had that plate since I don't know. I got it right after I left Miami, so I want to say I got it in October of 2008. So I'm gonna go. Oh, what am I doing here? I need to actually go on. Okay, so how am I gonna do this? I gotta go on Facebook here. Oh shit! Sorry about that, guys. Well, I'm glad that not the only person that's not too shameful for going to Taco Bell. All right, sorry. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without. I don't know. Trying to see if the. Okay, it seems like I'm getting messages now. Okay, so I know where Palm Coast is. Should I try? you can give them a try in Palm Coast, but really, I think the furthest north that coconuts are going to reliably stay alive long term is going to be Cocoa Beach. I mean, there's a couple in Daytona. I know there's one in St. Augustine, but that's really an anomaly. So good, but I pay for it later. Yeah, I know the feeling. My temperature now, I want to say back in Venice here, it's somewhere around 70. Jubeias don't grow well in the southeast. There was one in Orlando, it died. You can give it a try. People always try, but it's difficult. You have a Protect the Wild Dolphins plate. That's a good plate to have. Uh, when I got mine, I don't know. They were gonna like charge me for the vanity and for the special plate, and it was gonna be like to register this car costs like $100 a year because of that. I think it's partially because of the lease. I'm not sure. Yeah, you could try growing it. The problem is growing 1,000 coconuts can be quite a task because they're such large seeds. Let me see if I got a message back here. So it might like say that I'm trying to see if I can get to Larry's Giant, the Loop, Miami Subs Grill. I know where Miami Subs Grill is. I haven't been to Larry's or the Loop. Um, it could grow bigger, yeah. It's hard to it's hard to know exactly for sure if it will or not. These royals here. I think they are. They look like royals. Yeah, they're not the best looking royals, but they're not bad. Oh, I just don't know if I can wait until my sister gets home from Orlando. I have a feeling that she's not going to be back for some time. Are you guys willing to wait until I need to call my sister. I was trying to figure out. Would you guys be willing to wait on the stream while I make a phone call real quick to see if my sister is anywhere close to coming home? Let me see if I can do this really quick. Okay, guys. I'm sure there's not many of you left, but for those who are left, I'm still here. All right. I'm just trying to think here what I want to do. My sister's about an hour away. Well, I was trying to think if I should get Taco Bell or if I should just go home and eat some of the food that I have. You're talking about Washingtonians from me or from James? Do the bell. All right. Well, the people have spoken. Sometimes this is a democracy, and this is one of those times. I'm gonna try and see. I try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds okay.
So. Yeah, Taco-rific day.
Taco-rific. That's it.
Chilling.
Yeah, just give me a little bit longer. I'll figure it out here
no
eventually.
Problem.
Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna get here.
All right, what can I get?
All right, can I get a beef chalupa, please?
Okay.
And then can I get a cheesy bean and rice burrito?
All right.
And then can I get a I'll just get the Cravings beef burrito.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Any sauce, mild, hot, fire, or Diablo?
No thanks.
Does everything look correct on the screen?
It does.
All right, $6.29.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I actually know the people here just from having lived here for so long, and at least I'll just kind of joke around. Oh, there's a fire going on. Are you guys on fire in there?
Yeah, somewhat. We're out of chalupas right now, and the fire, something's wrong with it. So
Okay.
he says he recommends a cheesy gordita crunch. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I had that once. I mean, it wasn't bad. Can I just get another one of those beefy cheese and rice burritos instead of?
Yeah, no problem. So he wants the cheesy and the rice. All right, $3.82.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Here's the receipt.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I bet you guys are getting hungry now. That's why I do this. I don't want to like put them on blast, but like this place is like on fire. The whole place is smoky. It is. Yeah, it's $3.82. I actually just got a cheaper. I mean, I got food at the house, so if I get hungry, I just eat that. It's like 3 value menu things.
Have a great night.
All right, great. Thank you. You too. When I was younger in Virginia, we would always go to Taco Bell after drinking. I would usually be the DD, or whenever I was a DD, my friend he'd demand that we go to Taco Bell, and the first thing he'd be like, "I'm gonna get a Oreo McFlurry," and the lady's like, "We don't have those," and she was not happy about like the situation. Yeah, I got 3 items for. Oh, that's good that they're mostly popping. What was I gonna say? That would be like $10. Oh, that's all from the Cravings value menu. So I don't know how filling this is gonna be, but they really make their money on like their specialty, like their gorditas and chalupas, which are like $4 each. So when they said they didn't like their fryer wasn't working and stuff, I was like, that's fine. Like, you know, I don't know another place where you can get diarrhea for under $4. But I am only a few minutes from the house. I don't feel as bad for like eating out because it's only $4. Ooh, I forgot I still have a case of iced tea in the trunk. I wanted to stop drinking soda, so I got diet iced tea, which just has like half the caffeine of the soda, so I'll have to drink 2 of them. Top 5, yeah, better than X-Lax. Top 5 favorite palms, and can any of them grow in Bermuda? Hey, Darren. I didn't realize you're in Bermuda? Have you ever bought seeds off eBay? Because I could have sworn I shipped some stuff. No, not eBay. You might have bought, I think you bought seeds from me before. I don't remember. Because there's not many people in Bermuda. I've actually been to Bermuda. I was very young. I don't remember it very much. But, yeah, I would say, my favorite palms, like whether I can grow them or not, it's probably going to be something like, man, I don't know. That's even reeling off 5 palms. Just trying to think here. You got me tongue twisted here. I'm not. I mean, they're going to be relatively common. I'd say like Neovicia storkii is probably one of my favorites. Tectophiala ferox, although I've never seen one in person. The pictures are stunning. Copal Thrinax rightii, not Coco, but Copal Thrinax from Cuba. uh, man, it's not easy being cheesy. The bell. Oh man, I'm trying to think of other ones to come up with. This Mustang always like parks here. I've seen this happen before. There's a Mustang right there. Yeah, Copernicia Macrogloss is definitely a nice one. I'd say Copernicia Gigas is actually one of my favorites. I'm gonna do a little U-turn. I'm gonna give you guys another minute or two until I mull over this question. I gotta think of a more colorful one. Something like Geonoma atrovirens, Atirovirens. That's not how you pronounce that. Also known as the stained window palm or stained glass palm. Geonomas don't grow here very well. They're tropical. Understory, kind of somewhat like Camandurias. You know, Penanga maculata is pretty nice. I did just buy 45 rolls of toilet paper, so I think I'm good for Taco Bell. I had to do it. My Sam's Club membership's running out. You never know if there's going to be a TP run. I saw it there. It was plush. It was so soft, and it was only $20 for 45 rolls. So I was like, got to do it. This is America after all. I'm free to be an idiot. This guy's riding. So it's a law to when you ride your bike in Florida to have both a headlight and some reflector or flashing light on the back. So these guys, a lot of people just don't do it, and they're just, it's like you roll up on them and you swerve because you can't see them. It's probably because the way Florida roads are, there isn't much room. They don't give a lot of like bike. This happens to have a bike lane in it, but a lot of them don't have bike lanes. So I'm going to go home and take a shower and eat my Taco Bell. I didn't get any sauce because I actually just use sriracha sauce for everything. It all just burns your mouth to shit, so might as well just use the sriracha. Instead of opening separate packets, like why waste the time? Just squirt the sriracha. Like Taco Bell doesn't have like a premium sauce. It's just like sodium and chili pepper, you know, some kind of, it's not like homemade. If it was like a taco place, I'd get their sauce. Yeah, diarrhea for under $4. Best place, Taco Bell is going to be one of the few places you can do that. Because like I would say you could get it at like KFC, but KFC is kind of pricey compared to. I need to wear it. Yeah. Well, the thing is cops will actually pull over a lot of bicyclists for not using lights. So you will sometimes get a citation for that, because there's actually a decent number of cyclist accidents because people are plowing down the road, don't see a biker. There's not much in the way of like bike pass, and then they just good night. So it is 69 degrees here. That's my neighbor, I think. Or neighbors. I have a lot of... No, it's not him. Okay. And Mercury told me there's some seeds in the mail for me. So guys, I'm home. I'm hungry. And amongst other things. So I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. I know, James. It's difficult, you know. They live amongst us. So even, and then the good number of people that I have to, talk to on a relatively normal basis. You're trying to keep people away from the fire, and they're just like, no, I'm gonna run into that blaze. I'm good. I got some water. I got a bottle of water. I'm good. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching again, and keep your plants watered. All right.